not all debt is bad. Sometimes debt can be used to win wars or to invest in things that end up generating a positive rate of return and benefit multiple generations. But to the extent that you have too much debt, and to the extent that your debt is growing because of current consumption rather than investment in the future, that's not responsible. And that's where we're at. We are growing our debt faster than our economy. So the real metric needs to be debt to GDP. It's too high now. It's projected to get much higher. Fastest growing expense is interest. We've already spending more on interest than defense. We're spending more on interest than we are Medicare. That is not sustainable. And so I think when we talk about the presidential candidates, we have to recognize reality. They're not going to get out there and talk about what are the detailed Social Security reforms that are going to happen. What are the detailed healthcare reforms that are going to happen? What are the detailed tax reforms that are going to happen? They can acknowledge that we have a problem, but they need to do a lot more than what they're doing right now. And here's what I advocate for. They need to acknowledge we have a problem and that we need to start solving it sooner rather than later. And they need to endorse processes that will enable us to be able to solve the problem. The first is we need a constitutional amendment that will limit how much debt as a percentage of GDP we can take on. That is pro-growth, which is, whether it's through technology or whatever else, pro-growth, but it forces the Congress to make tough choices with regard to the numerator.